Assalamu alaikum, my dear student. Today I'm going to start with the icebreaker and brainstorming activity of the poem The Sower, which we have done in the previous lecture. Okay, the previous lecture I have already explained you the entire poem by stanza wise, and today we will going to solve the icebreakers and brainstorming. Clear? You can open page number 71 of your textbook. First activity, make a list of words related to agriculture. You have to make a list of words which is related to the word agriculture. For example, irrigation, cultivation, crop, harvest, farming, pesticide, seeds, farm, manure, fertilizer, dairy, plugging, plant, animal husbandry, sow, farmer. These are the some of the words which is related to agriculture. You can write on your own another word also which is related to agriculture. Activity 2. Discuss the activities carried out by farmer. What are the activities which is carried out by a farmer? Here you have to complete the flow chart. One is given: plugging, sowing, manuring and weeding, and reaping. These are the activities which are carried out by a farmer. Next, activity 2, first one. In our country, as we know, engineering, teaching and medical fields are much sought after. Other professions, occupation, they make a significant contribution to the society. Do not get their due. Farmer. Farmer, highly unpredictable economic gains. They do not get their dues. There are other occupation apart from, you can say, engineering, teaching in medical fields. Other professions, you can say, occupations, or they make a very important country, but they do not get their dues. So here example is here, but one is farmer. Farmer, highly unpredictable economic gains. Next is conservancy workers. Conservancy workers, what they do not get their dues. No protective clothing for handling waste. No provision for clean water and soap at the dump for washing. Highly risk of skin related diseases, respiratory diseases due to the handling of an exposure to toxic waste. Other one, you can write on your veterinarian. That means animal bites, scratches, exposure to chemicals, exposure to radiation and disease causing pathogens, etc. Sales personnel. Why they do not get the dues? They really extensive traveling done by them. Long working hours they used to work. Income partly dependent on variables. Other, you can say, factory workers, as we know, low wages were given by the owner. Unpredictable working hours, shifting wise, morning shift, you can say, working overtime, health risk and danger while handling heavy machineries. Next is, as we know, agriculture is the backbone of the Indian economy. You have to complete the web diagram supporting this statement. Why agriculture is the backbone of Indian economy? Because a large part of income, Indian population, is involved in agriculture. Second reason, you can say, agriculture generates revenue from exports. Agriculture makes India self-sufficient in terms of its requirement of food grains. Agriculture provides employment opportunity to everyone involved in the distribution channel, people via whom food grains reach the common people. Therefore, it is says that agriculture is the backbone of Indian economy, and these are the points which support this term statement. Okay. Now you can open page number 73 and 74. I'm going to solve the brainstorming. First activity. Student, as we know, there are large number of challenges a farmer in India faces. As we all know, nowadays there is a strike and all. We see that Bharat Bandh and all just because of the strike. Discuss with your friends and how it is possible to improve the condition of farmer. What are the ways, a solution to improve the condition of farmer? You can also write on your own. These are the points which I have highlighted here. First, challenges water scarcity. How it is possible to improve this condition? Rainwater. By rainwater harvesting, it is possible to improve the water scarcity. Credit and indebtedness. Solution: by providing subsidies and waiving loans to farmers. Land issues. What are the ways to improve this condition? Land issues: preventing soil erosion, watershed management, crop diversification. Climatic change. How climatic change can be improved? By ensuring crops damaged due to natural disaster, engaging in climate forecasting to limit the extent of damage. Social groups. Social groups need to stop influencing a farmer choice in terms of the adoption of new method. Diversification. Farmer ought to stop giving into the pressure put on them by these social groups. Lack of advanced technology. Lack of advanced technology, provision of modern solution to deal with modern problems, adopting method that increase yield, making advanced technology available at subsidized rate. Diversification. Diversification means provision of agriculture insurance to limit the risk involved in crop diversification and to reduce the dependence. Market risk. How to improve the condition of farm market risk? Regularization of market prices by the government, minimum revenue guarantees for farmers, etc. Activity 2. The poet has observed the sower closely. Express in your words the reverence the poet has for the farmer. What reverence the poet has for the sower? Now you can write on your own also. So I have already explained you the entire poem. The poet notices the sower for the first time when the twilight sets in. Okay. The sower captures the poet's attention because why the sower captures the poet's attention? Because the working hours are over, but the sower is still working in the field. As poet continues to observe the sower, he realizes that the sower is committed to his work. The sower's silhouettes against the twilight sky make his form dominate the deep furrows. The poet's reverence increases when he sees the sower striding across the field in order to scatter the grains far and wide, despite the impending darkness. For the poet, the action of the sower are dignified because he knows that the sower was not sowing only for himself but for everyone else. He preserved so that others could enjoy the fruit of his work. The poet's respect for the sower increases manifold and he sees the sower as being tall enough to touch the skies. Activity 3. The poet is promoted to call the sower an august personality, an important person, which means one who has reached the highest position in his workplace. August personality. Explain this using the following point. Hard work. Sower is termed as an august personality by the poet for his absolute commitment toward his craft. The sower diligence can be seen when he continues to work well beyond the working hours. Though the daytime is over, the sower maintains a calm and patient attitude and carries on his work. That indicates his hard work. Perseverance. Sower's perseverance can be seen when he marches along the plain with a determination to sow the seed and hope for a good harvest. The poem suggests that the sower is an old and must have seen many better harvests in his lifetime. In spite of this, he continues to persevere. He sowed the seed with the same spirit, hope and enthusiasm that of a good harvest. Dedication. The dedication of the sower can be seen when he takes strides to move back and forth into the field to ensure that the grains are scattered all over the field so that it results in a good yield. Activity 4. Pick out the example of alliteration from the poem and write them down. These are the examples. Sunlight I see dying fast. The consonantal sound S is repeated pleasantly. Darkness deepened. Again the consonantal sound D is repeated pleasingly. Next. Seems to touch the starry skies. The poet has used word imagery. As we all know that the word imagery has been used by the poet in the entire poem. Okay. So describe the idea and picked out another example from the poem. The poet has, why the word imagery has been used, I will repeat it again. In order to create a mental picture of a farmer in this line touching the sky filled with stars. Another example of you can say imagery from the poem is twilight has turned onto road. Next, write an appreciation of the poem considering the following point. Student, I have already explained you how to write poetic appreciation of any poem. One example I have already given. This is an example which I have done for you. Go through it. Next, compose a poem on a farmer in 4 to 6 lines in continuation of the following. Okay, you need to fill this gap by composing a poem, filling the gaps. He sweats every day from dawn to dusk. He does not fret any hurdle or cracks. He sows the seed for abundant yield. To the soil he bore, for God in the field. Strife he relentlessly comes with me. He knows what he sows, he shall reap one day. So this is the way to fill the gaps by composing a poem. Clear? Agriculture is the principal occupation in Maharashtra, as we know, that has many career opportunities. First is agriculture correspondence, marketing communication manager, agriculture policy analysis, farm management, soil conservationist, scientist, Krishi Vigyan Kendra, machine design engineer, zoologist, veterinarian, food microbiologist, horticulturist, agriculture economic. So these are the career opportunities in Maharashtra because agriculture is a principal occupation. That's all for today. Thank you.